welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Julia. Hi, Julia.
Hi, Jason, and hello to all our amazing listeners. We're so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're sitting at home, taking a walk, or just relaxing with your headphones, thank you for joining us. Hi, Jason, and hello to all our amazing listeners. We're so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're sitting at home, taking a walk, or just relaxing with your headphones, thank you for joining us.
Yes, today we have a very exciting and helpful episode for anyone who wants to learn English right from the comfort of their own home. And let's be honest, that's how most of us prefer to learn nowadays, right?
Absolutely. Learning English at home can be super effective if you follow the right steps. And the best part? You don't need a classroom, a teacher, or even expensive books to get started.
That's right. In this episode, we'll guide you through a full step-by-step plan to help you learn English at home, from building your learning environment to practicing speaking, listening, reading, and even writing.
And don't worry, we'll keep things simple and easy to follow. Even if you're a beginner, this episode is for you. Plus, we'll share a role play, motivational tips, and a fun listener challenge at the end.
So, grab a notebook, sit back, and let's begin this journey together, step by step. You ready, Julia?
Let's do it, Jason. Let's help our listeners start learning English at home the smart and simple way.
So, before we jump into the step-by-step plan, let's talk about why learning English at home is actually a great idea. Julia, what do you think?
Well, Jason, I think the best part is flexibility. When you learn at home, you choose the time, you choose the method, and you go at your own speed. No pressure, no fixed schedule.
Exactly. You can learn in the morning, at night, or even during lunch breaks. And there's no need to travel anywhere. You save time and money.
Plus, learning at home means you're in control. You can focus on what you need the most, like listening skills, grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation.
And don't forget, the internet is full of amazing free resources. YouTube videos, English learning apps, podcasts like this one, free ebooks, and more. It's like having a classroom in your pocket.
That's right. And for shy learners, studying at home can also help build confidence. You can practice speaking alone or with a friend without feeling nervous or judged.
Yeah, no one's watching, so it's a safe space to make mistakes and learn from them. And you can repeat lessons as many times as you like.
Learning English at home is not only possible, it's powerful. All you need is a plan, consistency, and the right attitude.
Exactly. And that's why we're here today, to give our listeners a simple step-by-step guide to learning English right at home.
Let's get started with step 1, creating a strong English learning environment.
All right, let's jump into step 1. Build a strong English learning environment. Julia, what exactly do we mean by that?
Great question, Jason. A learning environment isn't just a physical space, it's everything around you that helps you stay focused, motivated, and connected to English. And it all starts right at home.
That's right. First, let's talk about your physical space. You don't need a big room or fancy desk. Just find a small corner or quiet spot where you can study without too many distractions.
Yes, and if you can, put a few things there that remind you of your goal. Maybe an English book, a notebook, sticky notes with new words, or even a small flag of an English-speaking country.
I like that it keeps the goal in your mind. Also, try to keep all your English materials in one place: your phone, notebook, apps, a list of YouTube channels or podcasts, so everything is easy to access.
Now, let's talk about the language environment. If you want to learn English faster, you have to surround yourself with English every day. That means listening, reading, and seeing English as much as possible.
Exactly. Set your phone and apps to English. Follow English pages on social media. Watch simple English videos, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. Small habits really add up.
I know some learners who put English labels on things in their house, like writing mirror and sticking it on the mirror, or fridge on the refrigerator. It's a fun way to remember words.
That's a great idea. And one more thing. Let the people around you know about your learning. Ask your family for support. Maybe they can give you quiet time to study, or even practice English with you.
Yes, having a support system makes a big difference. And don't forget to keep your learning tools simple. You don't need 10 apps, just choose 1 or 2 and use them well.
So let's summarize. Choose a quiet space at home. Organize your learning tools. Surround yourself with English daily. Involve your family or housemates if possible. Keep things simple and motivating.
That's the perfect start. A strong environment helps your brain stay focused and makes learning feel more natural, even fun.
All right, now that your home is ready to help you learn, let's move on to step 2, one of the most important parts, learning essential vocabulary every day. Okay, Julia, now that we have a great learning environment, what's next?
Step 2 is all about learning essential vocabulary every day. Vocabulary is like building blocks. The more words you know, the easier it is to speak, listen, read, and write.
That makes sense. But Julia, sometimes it feels overwhelming. There are thousands of English words. Where should our listeners start?
Great question, Jason. The key is to focus on the most common and useful words first. Start with everyday words you use in your daily life, like greetings, family members, numbers, foods, and simple verbs like eat, go, see.
So, it's better to learn words you can use right away?
Exactly. And don't try to learn too many words at once. Learning 5 to 10 new words a day is a good goal. It's better to really remember a few words than to forget many.
That sounds doable. How can learners practice new words so they remember them?
There are many ways. For example, you can write new words in a notebook, use flashcards, either paper cards or apps like Anki or Quizlet, make simple sentences with the new words, repeat the words out loud every day.
Speaking out loud is important. It helps your brain remember and also improves your pronunciation.
Yes. Also, try to use the new words in your daily life. For example, if you learn the word water, say it when you drink water. Or if you learn happy, try to say, I am happy today.
That's a fun way to learn. And what about reviewing old words? Is that important?
Very important, Jason. Review is the secret to long-term learning. Go back to your list of old words and practice them again and again.
To sum up step 2, focus on useful everyday words. Learn 5 to 10 new words daily. Practice speaking and review regularly.
Perfect summary. Small daily steps build big vocabulary over time.
Awesome. Ready for step 3? We'll talk about how to practice your English listening skills at home. All right, Julia, now that we have vocabulary practice down, what's next?
Step 3 is about practicing your listening skills. Listening is super important because it helps you understand real English when people speak fast or use different accents.
I know some learners feel nervous listening to native speakers because they can't catch every word. What do you suggest?
That's totally normal, Jason. The key is to start with easy and fun materials. For example, watch English TV shows or YouTube videos made for beginners.
Like cartoons or simple English lessons?
Exactly. Also, podcasts like ours are great because you can listen again and again. Try to listen every day, even 10 or 15 minutes is helpful.
And if you don't understand everything, that's okay, right?
Absolutely. Focus on the main ideas and familiar words. Don't worry about every single word. Over time, your understanding will improve naturally.
Any tips to make listening practice easier?
Yes, try these. Use subtitles or captions at first, then watch without them. Listen while doing other things like walking or cooking. Repeat short audio clips to catch difficult words. Write down new words you hear.
Those are great tips. And using YouTube or podcasts means you can choose topics you like: music, sports, cooking, so learning feels fun.
Exactly. The more you enjoy listening, the more you'll want to do it. And that helps you improve faster.
So step 3 is simple. Find easy listening materials, listen a little every day, use subtitles if you need them, and enjoy the process.
Yes. Listening is the best way to connect English to your everyday life.
Okay, Julia, we've talked about vocabulary and listening. Now, what about speaking?
Speaking is one of the most important skills, Jason. And step 4 is speak English every day, even if you're alone.
Speak alone? That sounds a little strange. Can you explain?
Sure. Many learners feel nervous speaking with others at first, but you can start by practicing talking to yourself in English. It helps build confidence and improves your pronunciation.
Interesting. What kind of things should learners say when they practice alone?
You can start simple. For example, talk about your day. I wake up at 7 a.m. or I like coffee. You can also describe what you see around you or repeat sentences you hear in lessons or videos.
So, it's like a mini conversation with yourself?
Exactly. Another great way is to read out loud. Reading a book or an article in English can help you get used to speaking.
That sounds doable. What about speaking with other people?
That's important too. Try to find a language partner, a friend, family member, or someone online to practice speaking. Don't worry about mistakes. The goal is to speak and get better step by step.
Mistakes are okay?
Yes, mistakes are part of learning. The more you practice, the more confident you become.
What if someone is shy or afraid to speak?
Start small. Speak alone first, then try simple greetings with friends or family. Remember, practice doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to happen.
Great advice, Julia. So, to sum up step 4, speak English every day, even if it's just talking to yourself or reading out loud, and slowly start speaking with others.
Yes, that's it. Practice makes progress.
All right, Julia, we've covered speaking. Now, what about reading?
Reading is a great way to improve your English, Jason, and step 5 is to read simple English books regularly.
Simple books? Can you explain what kind of books are best?
Sure. Look for books written for beginners or young readers. They have easy words, short sentences, and often pictures to help you understand.
Like children's books or graded readers?
Exactly. Graded readers are books designed for learners at different levels. They use simple language and introduce new words slowly.
How often should learners read?
Try to read a little every day, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes. Consistency is more important than reading a lot at once.
And what if learners find some words they don't understand?
That's okay. Try to guess the meaning from the story or pictures first. If you still don't know, write the word down and check later.
Is it better to read silently or out loud?
Both are good. Reading silently helps with understanding. Reading out loud helps with pronunciation and speaking skills.
Any tips to make reading more fun?
Choose books about topics you like animals, sports, or adventures. And don't be afraid to reread your favorite books. It helps you remember words better.
Great. So, to summarize step 5, read simple books daily, guess new words from context, and read both silently and out loud.
Exactly. Reading opens the door to new words and ideas.
Julia, now that we've talked about reading, what about writing? How can learners practice writing English at home?
Great question, Jason. Writing helps you remember vocabulary and grammar. Step 6 is to practice writing a little every day.
But what should they write if they're beginners?
Start simple. You can write short sentences about your day, like today I ate rice, or I went to the market. You can also keep a diary or journal in English.
That sounds fun. Does spelling matter a lot at this stage?
Spelling is important, but don't worry if it's not perfect at first. The key is to practice regularly and learn from your mistakes.
Are there any tools that can help beginners with writing?
Yes, you can use apps like Grammarly or simple spell checkers on your phone or computer. Also, writing by hand with a notebook helps improve memory.
So, writing every day, even a little, helps build skills over time.
Exactly. And try to review what you write and correct mistakes. This will help you improve faster.
Great advice. Practice writing a little every day, use helpful tools, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Julia, now that we've talked about speaking, listening, reading, and writing, what tools can help learners learn English better at home?
Great question, Jason. Step 7 is to use apps and online tools to support your learning. There are many free and easy apps that make learning fun and effective.
Like what kind of apps?
Well, there are apps for vocabulary like Duolingo or Memories, which use games to help you remember words. For listening, you can try podcasts apps like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And for speaking, some apps let you practice pronunciation with fun exercises.
That sounds helpful. Are these apps good for beginners?
Yes, most apps have beginner levels and guide you step by step. You can learn at your own speed and track your progress.
What about online tools?
There are many websites with free lessons, quizzes, and videos. For example, BBC Learning English or VOA Learning English offer great content for beginners.
That's awesome. Should learners use many apps at the same time?
It's better to choose 1 or 2 apps that you like and use them regularly, rather than many apps all at once. Consistency is key.
Great advice, Julia. So, step 7 is to find good apps or websites that suit your style, use them every day, and have fun learning.
Exactly. Technology can be a great friend on your English learning journey.
Julia, now that we've covered many learning steps, let's talk about some common mistakes English learners make and how to avoid them.
Great idea, Jason. Mistakes are normal, but knowing the common ones helps learners improve faster.
What are some mistakes beginners often make?
One big mistake is being afraid to make mistakes. Many learners don't practice speaking because they worry about errors.
That's true, but making mistakes is part of learning, right?
Exactly. Mistakes help you learn, so don't be afraid. Practice as much as you can.
What else should learners watch out for?
Another mistake is trying to learn too many things at once. For example, focusing on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and writing all at the same time without a plan.
That can be confusing.
Yes, it can. It's better to focus on 1 or 2 skills at a time and practice regularly.
Any other common mistake?
Yes. Not reviewing old lessons is a mistake. Learners sometimes only try to learn new words or grammar without practicing what they already know.
Reviewing helps make learning permanent, right?
Absolutely. Regular review helps move new knowledge from short-term to long-term memory.
Great tips, Julia. So, don't fear mistakes. Focus on a few things at a time and always review your lessons.
Yes. Keep practicing, and your English will improve step by step.
Julia, I thought a role play would be fun here to show our listeners what a typical day of learning English at home could look like.
Great idea, Jason. Let's do a quick role play. I'll be Sarah, the learner, and you can be Mark, her friend.
Hey, Sarah. How is your English learning going?
Hi, Mark. It's going well. I start my day by listening to an English podcast while having breakfast.
That's smart. What do you do after that?
I spend 15 minutes learning new vocabulary on my phone app. Then I read a few pages of a simple English book.
Nice. Do you practice speaking too?
Yes, I talk to myself in English when I cook or clean. I also practice reading out loud.
Wow, that's impressive. Do you find it hard?
Sometimes, but I try to practice a little every day. It helps me get better step by step.
Keep it up, Sarah. You're doing great.
That was a simple example, but it shows how small daily steps add up.
Exactly. Listeners can try role-playing like this too with friends or even alone. Julia, learning English at home is great, but sometimes people lose motivation. How can our listeners stay consistent?
That's a very important question, Jason. Staying motivated is the key to success in learning any language.
So, what are some good tips to keep going every day?
First, set small and clear goals. For example, learn 5 new words a day or listen to a podcast for 10 minutes. Small goals are easier to achieve and keep you motivated.
I like that. What else?
Second, make learning fun. Choose topics you enjoy like music, movies, or cooking in English. When learning feels fun, it doesn't feel like work.
That's true. What about tracking progress?
Great idea. Keep a simple journal or checklist to mark your daily learning. Seeing your progress helps you stay motivated.
Any tips for when motivation is low?
Yes. Remember why you started learning English. Think about your goals traveling, work, making friends, and remind yourself of the benefits.
And what about rewards?
Rewards are great. After reaching a goal, treat yourself, maybe watch a favorite movie or enjoy a snack.
So, small goals, fun learning, tracking progress, remembering your reasons, and rewarding yourself.
Exactly. Consistency is more important than perfection. Keep going step by step.
Now, Julia, it's time for our listener challenge. We want to help our listeners take action after today's episode.
Yes, Jason, here's the challenge. Create your own simple English learning routine at home. Use the steps we talked about today.
You don't need a big plan. Just pick 2 or 3 things to do every day. For example, learn 5 new words, listen to a podcast for 10 minutes, and speak out loud for a few minutes.
Write your routine down and keep it somewhere visible like on your desk or fridge so you don't forget.
Remember, the goal is to make English learning a daily habit, even if it's just a little bit.
And don't worry if you miss a day, just start again the next day. Consistency over time is what really matters.
We'd love to hear how your routine goes. You can share your progress in the comments or messages.
So, start today. Make your English learning part of your everyday life.
Wow, Julia, that was a great journey through learning English step by step at home.
Yes, Jason, we hope our listeners feel ready and motivated to start their English learning journey today.
Remember, the key is to be patient and consistent. Every little step counts and helps you get closer to your goals.
And don't forget, learning English can be fun. Use the tips, tools, and routines we talked about and enjoy the process.
Thank you so much for listening to the English Learning Podcast. If you like this episode, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends.
And send us your questions or topics you want us to cover in future episodes. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep practicing, stay positive, and speak English with confidence. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. See you in the next episode.